I had him follow her for 2 weeks and he reported back that she did not meet with any other men or women during that span of time, other than a girlfriend she had lunch with 2 or 3 times. There was nothing there yet the PI had told me he expected there was going to be. The very first night after I hired him, he went to scope out their house. He said he was just making observations when he saw Kylie come out the door with Grand. She got into her car and drove to a very nice townhouse in an affluent part of the city. The PI told me he was sure she was there to meet some older married man. He has seen this kind of thing play out this way numerous times. He watched for 2 days as Kylie and Grand stayed at this place. No one else came or went from the residence except the 2 of them. They went to a park and played on the playground, and went to get food twice. He said he was sure no one else was there. In the 2 weeks he observed her, 8 of the nights she stayed at this townhouse, and she spent all of each Monday there. I decided to look into this residence and discovered Kylie owns this place. It is her place, in her name alone. This has me somewhat alarmed as I am wondering if Damien and Kylie are having some sort of marital problems. I have doubts on that though, as it appears Kylie bought this place 4 years ago, 1 year after they got married and 2 years before they had Grand. Which leads me to my next glaring red flag. They are not legally married. They had a wedding, I was there. It was a big expensive wedding. They signed the standard prenup beforehand. The only thing that was different was instead of the family lawyer handling it, Damien hired a friend of his from high school. He was a young practicing attorney and Damien said it would be a big boon to his good friend if he got to handle a high-end client, so we didn't fight him on it. I did have our people take a look at the prenup, and they said it was pretty standard. How are they not married? My PI said it looks like they just never filed the paperwork. If they didn't want to be married, that was fine, we are not a religious family. No one would have judged, no one that mattered anyway. Why all this secrecy? That only fueled my desire to get to the bottom of this more. I hired some people that are good at finding things. It's not the first time I've done so in my lifetime, and I have the means. It may not be exactly legal, but the people I employ are very discreet and very professional. They were able to obtain Damien's financial records. I obviously had the ones that related to the estate, but they got his personal records as well as Kylie's taxes and income statements. Her taxes indicate that she made around $400,000 each of the last 3 years. She is a stay-at-home mom. Her tax statement lists her as a self-employed interior designer. I have never heard her mention being an interior designer. Also, within the records, there were 3 large money transfers over the last